Hey guys, welcome to Daily Movie Recaps. My name is Rocky, and today we are watching a 2003 drama romance film titled The Dreamers. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Alright then, in 1968, a young American exchange student named Matthew went to Paris to study French. He improves his French by watching movies at Cinémathèque Française. One day Henry Langlois, the creator of the Cinémathèque, is removed from his position by the Minister of Culture. André Malraux angered the public to begin protesting against the move and demand him to be reinstated. Matthew also participates in the protest as he loves watching Henry's work. Matthew meets twins Isabelle and Theo at the protests, but before they can talk more, the police attack the protesters and force them to leave. Matthew escapes with Theo and Isabelle and talks to them about his interests. He learns that they all share common interests and love cinema a lot. After talking for hours, Matthew returns to his apartment, and the twins leave for their home. The following day, Theo calls Matthew and invites him to have dinner with them the next day. Matthew accepts the invitation and goes to have dinner with his new friends. There he meets the twins' parents. Their father is a popular poet in France and mostly spent his time writing. Matthew learns that the twins don't have a good relationship with their father as their father prohibits them from participating in the protests. After having dinner, the twins' parents tell Matthew to spend the night at their house. Before going to bed, Isabelle kisses Theo on his lips. Isabelle then kisses Matthew on the lips and heads to her bedroom. Afterwards, Theo shows Matthew his room and leaves. Later that night, Matthew wakes up and goes to the bathroom. While returning to his room, he watches Theo and Isabelle sleeping together without any clothes. The following day, the twins' parents go on a trip for a month. Isabelle wakes Matthew by licking his eye boogers. She says that she does the same to Theo every day. Afterwards, Theo and Isabelle invite Matthew to live with them for the entire month. Despite knowing them for only 2 days, Matthew agrees to move in with them. Matthew is happy to have found friends who share the same interests. Matthew answers correctly while playing a movie guessing game, which amazes the twins, so they invite Matthew to break the world record for running through the loo. The three of them manage to break the record and celebrate their achievement. The more time they spend together, the closer they get. Later, Matthew finds a picture of Isabelle in Theo's room and hides it in his pants. The three of them then continue playing the guessing game. Finally, when Theo fails to guess the movie, Isabelle dares him to masturbate in front of a poster of a model, which he does without hesitation. Matthew is stunned by this. Once Theo is done and leaves with Matthew, Isabelle plays with Theo's semen as if she is enjoying it. Later that day, the three of them continued playing the guessing game. This time, Matthew and Isabelle fail to guess the movie, so Theo dares them to mate with each other in front of him. Isabelle instantly agrees and starts undressing. Matthew runs away and quickly hides, but Theo catches him, after which the twins compel him to mate with Isabelle while they are doing so. Theo casually prepares some eggs and continue watching Isabelle and Matthew. Isabelle and Matthew continue mating every day and become lovers. One day when Matthew asks Isabelle what she would do if her parents found out about them, Isabelle replies that she would commit suicide. Later, Matthew thanks Theo for accepting him into their lives and making him a part of them. The next morning, Isabelle prepares breakfast for the three of them but burns the food. On top of that, they have spent all their money and are left with nothing. Even the phone is dead, so the twins cannot call their parents and ask for more money. Theo heads out to find some food in the trash and finds some leftovers, but the leftovers are not eatable except for a banana. So, Matthew divides the banana for three of them. Days pass by and Matthew is now comfortable with the twins. But one thing that bothers Matthew is that the twins are very childish and spend most of their time together playing games and doing strange things. So, to help them become more independent, Matthew invites Isabelle to go on a date with him without Theo. The two spend the entire day together and embrace each other while watching a film. When they return home, Isabelle finds some clothes from another woman in the house. They realize that Theo has invited one of his female friends. Matthew and Isabelle do not disturb him and head to Isabelle's room. The two then begin mating, but Isabelle stops in the middle and starts crying when she hears Theo having fun. Matthew realizes that Isabelle loves him more than anything in the world. Later, Matthew and Theo talk about their love for movies. Isabelle comes there and asks them to go with her. She then surprises them with a bedsheet fort where the three of them sleep together. Afterwards, Isabelle wakes Theo and tells him that she loves him. Theo, who is half asleep, replies that he also loves her. So both Theo and Isabelle love each other a lot. The following day, the twins' parents return home and are stunned to see the condition of the house. When they see the bedsheet fort, they are horrified to see them sleeping together inside without clothes. They don't wake them up. Instead, the twins' parents leave them a check and quietly leave the house. Later, when Isabelle wakes up, She finds the check left by her parents. She realizes that her parents saw everything and feels ashamed for what she has done. So, she attaches a hose to the gas outlet and lies back down with Theo and Matthew, as she wants to commit suicide. But after a few moments, they are woken by a brick flying through the window. The trio discovers hundreds of students rioting in the streets. They were overjoyed and joined the protesters. But the protest becomes violent. Theo joins them. Matthew tries to stop him and kisses Isabel and Theo and says that they should not get violent. But the twins shun him and proceed to leave Matthew behind. Matthew realizes that the twins have made their choice and decides to part ways with them. Isabel and Theo run towards the police and ignites the war. The police then charge towards the crowd trying to subdue the protest. The end. I hope you liked the movie. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel for more.